So 5 days from now to pick the new ECs. 2 new ECs will be required. Remember, the big context we're bringing you to this story is that Election Commissioner Arun Goel had resigned yesterday evening, leaving the 3-member Election Commission that already had 1 vacancy down to only a single office bearer, the Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar. Okay, we'll go back to our colleague Pallavi to get more context on this. Pallavi, can you just tell us more about the meeting expected to take place on 15th March? And Pallavi, that crucial question, will we know if an opposition member will be present in the panel that day?
So first of all, this panel consists of the Prime Minister, a Cabinet Minister and the LOP. In this case happens to be Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. I can confirm from Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary that he has been called up. He's been asked to come for the meeting, which is going to be taking place on the 15th with the Prime Minister, and they're going to choose the Election Commissioner. Possibly 2 ECs will be chosen. Remember, in the Election Commission, there's only now the CEC who's left, and we were expecting the election dates to be announced probably around the 14th or 15th, but it's clearly not going to be happening on the 15th. So what the panel is going to do is going to decide and finalize the name of the Election Commissioner. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has told CNN News 18 that he is most probably likely to be present at that meeting. There could be fireworks, but a decision has to be taken, and it's only after that the dates are going to be announced for the next Lok Sabha elections.
Pallavi, can you just walk our audiences through the process that will be taking place? Will there be a pool of names that are suggested? How is that pool decided upon, beyond which then obviously the panel decides?
Well, I mean, if you go by precedence and if you go by the norm, normally a couple of names are put forward, and very often it's the Cabinet Minister or the government proposes some names, and there's a debate and deliberation. The biodata is also put on the table. If there's an objection or a dissenting note, then that is also kind of notified. You, of course, go in by the majority, and that's going to be the yardstick in deciding. Remember, the last time round, when the name of Arun Goel was also chosen, there was some objection which had come in from the opposition parties. In fact, a PIL was filed in the Supreme Court, but it had been dismissed. The insinuation was that Arun Goel, who was a secretary in the Indian government, had suddenly overnight resigned, and then within 2 days he was made the Election Commissioner. Why was it? Was he privy to this information? So, but however, that was dismissed by the Supreme Court. The opposition, Toya, has always accused the Election Commission to being a stooge of the government. From choosing the Election Commissioners to the CEC plus the EVM issue, it's not been an easy relationship between the government and the opposition as far as the Election Commission is concerned. So we'll have to see what are the names which are being proposed by the government, what is going to be the stand of the opposition or the LOP in this case, which happens to be Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. I think by late 15th or by 16th, we'll know who's the EC, and
but
then the dates are going to be sorted out.
If he disagrees with the choices, can he come out and say that openly? The fact that it's happening on the 15th, perhaps just a few days before Lok Sabha elections, what option does that leave?
Well, I mean, normally the minutes of the meeting are supposed to be confidential, but we know it doesn't always work like that. It's election season, Toya. In case we are presuming the name which is proposed and by majority vote is chosen by the government and the government has its way, of course, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary can always come out and openly talk about his dissent.
Okay.
He did it last time around.
Pallavi, thank you for that context. All right, with that, we hope you feel you're equipped on the day's 2 big stories right now. We're going to continue to deep dive into all of them. For now, that's all that we have for you. Thank you for watching the Breaking News Show on CNN News 18.